This is the judge most of you recognize now who signed the search warrant of Mar-a-Lago. He's figuring pretty heavily now in this situation because they're going to unseal the affidavit, they've decided, because this judge said they should. However, he told the Justice Department to give him a proposed redacted version that he would look at it and approve it. Well, apparently he has approved it, and now NBC News and the Justice Department are saying that the affidavit meets the burden of proof for probable cause. Will we see any of these documents? If they have their way, we'll never see them. And then there's the matter of Judge Reinhart's work history. In 2007, when Jeffrey Epstein got his ridiculously cushy plea bargain, he actually got immunity for Epstein's two assistants. One, Sarah Kellen, his scheduler, and the other, Nadia Marcinkova, whom he trained to be his pilot. To minimize the Jeffrey Epstein connection, the mainstream media put out an article about how Brian Kilmeade of Fox News had been sharing a doctored photo of Judge Reinhart with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, while the photo is not correct, his work history with Epstein is correct. This is classic MSM tactics. So just the fact that they tried to massage this story is very telling. Also, Julie K. Brown, who wrote the original Miami Herald story in 2018 regarding the cushy plea deal, including the two women who got immunity, this woman is actually speaking out against Fox News, and this is what happens. This is whatever it is, Project Mockingbird or mainstream media government complex do, is they get the original reporter who wrote something that was factual, information that's very important and probably damaging to the deep state. And then what they do is they create just an absurdly twisted tidbit about the situation so that nobody focuses on the real history and the original fact. So you've got, the Justice Department having their partners in the mainstream media talking about how there's like at least 100 pages marked classified in the trove that the FBI seized, that Trump had improperly, taken, which is clearly it's an allegation. It's not been established as fact. But I find it so funny that they're trying this same thing, because that's exactly the details we got bogged down in with Hillary Clinton's private email server. The whole thing of like, oh, was there a C on the page? Was it classified? Was it marked classified? And all this. It's like so hard to even figure out what's actually going on when you get bogged down by these, frankly, silly details. And so that never went anywhere. Well, thanks to James Comey and his silly little mind and his silly little distracting details that he loves to put out there. They're trying to do the same thing. It's like they're trying to kill us with details with the Mar-a-Lago stuff.